Good morning, everyone. It was kind of a crazy night last night. The wind and rain have kind of dialed back a bit now, but last night it was howling. The wind was blowing so hard, there was thunder and lightning. At one point, I reached my arms out of both sides of my hammock, grabbed onto my tarp, because I thought it was just going to blow away. It was just crazy night. Finally got myself out of bed. I think today is actually supposed to clear up in an hour or two, maybe. We'll see. We're up in the mountains, so sometimes things happen differently here in the mountains. Let's get going. Another day of this. Oh my lands, can you believe it? Blue skies. No way. Look at these clouds down there. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. I think that was the rain that just blew over me. Woo, glorious blue skies. Hallelujah. These clouds are pretty epic. I mean, look at that. So cool. Just beautiful. The sun shining on them. Oh yeah. These clouds swirling over the horn there. Very nice. There was a group of guys camped here last night, kind of next to me, close to me. This is much more windy, I think, and look at these puddles they were sleeping in. Holy moly. I guess they had it worse than me. I talked a little bit yesterday about taking a risk, just a little risk, to see if there was a campsite at the top of this mountain. The thing about risk taking is you never know how it'll turn out unless you take the risk. That was an unforgettable night. And not necessarily in a good way. We survived. Saw some pretty clouds this morning. On to climb the next 2 weeks. Woo! I was wrong. I have to tell that to my wife sometimes. She likes to hear it. I've been telling you that this mountain here is Jane Bald, and the one behind it is Rocky Bald, or I forget the name, but you know, turns out this is Jane Bald right here, this little guy right here. I don't know what those two big ones I've been talking about climbing are. I don't know if I'll climb them. We'll have to go see, but welcome to Jane Bald. Well, this is Grassy Bald. All the Nobos talk about it, and yeah, it is beautiful. Great spot. Great spot. Trail magic. Oh yeah. With some through hiking news. Nothing like starting the day off with a Dr. Pepper. As an added bonus, they have an outhouse back there at Carver's Gap, near where I found the trail magic. Extra bonus! I don't think they really want hikers to come up here, but I couldn't resist. This is Roan Knob Shelter. Roan Knob Shelter. It's closed right now for repairs. There's structural issues, I guess. But it has the distinction of being the highest shelter as far as altitude goes on the entire Appalachian Trail. Some would say also the coldest shelter on the AT. The other cool thing about coming up here is this is sort of the peak of Roan Mountain, or Roan Knob, they sometimes call it. Yesterday and maybe this morning I was saying, we're going to climb this. This is Jane's bald, and it turned out it wasn't Jane's bald. Well, this is it. Was that big mountain I kept pointing to. And so now I can also say I climbed it. And speaking of taking risks, I'm sure my wife took a big risk on marrying me. She's probably still seeing how it will all play out. I'm sure the in-laws are too. That second peak from yesterday that I was incorrectly saying might be round, bald. I think it's this right here at the Cloudland Hotel site. Let's go check it out. I think there's a view. I guess they built a hotel here back in the 1800s. But aside from some small ruins, it's really can't even get much of a view here. But a nice grassy top. It's a very blustery day today. Lots of dancing trees, lots of wind, and unfortunately, I think it's supposed to stay like this all through the night. We've got a view. I'm trying not to get too close to the edge in case the wind blows me over. Pretty nice. I just got to see a tree fall down. I could hear it cracking as I was walking. And then I looked over and a big gust of wind comes and down I went. I think it was already teetering and the wind just kind of pushed it over. So yesterday I did a little bit less mileage in order to camp at the place I wanted to camp. Today I'm pushing on and doing a little bit more mileage to camp. I'm hopeful the camp place I have selected will be a little protected and shielded from the wind. Because there's one thing us hammockers do not like, and I think tenters would agree as well, is trees that fall down. Well, youngest son of mine, here's my campsite for tonight. It's not my favorite campsite, but it is a little bit less windy down here, and unfortunately the main campsite up the way can really only accommodate tents. But it's right next to a water source right here. It was a good day today. Going over the last of the Roan Highland balds, and going up and seeing the old growth forest. And then as we descended down here, watching as the forest changed. Here's looking to a better night. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Good night.